a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go, Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Nashville.
Here we go.
They begin the drive with Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Lance looking to throw it, and he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Part of you have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they had to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here we go, set.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They just do get the playoff. Love going to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Down. And cycle. 6 seconds. Going right.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Throw left side complete. That's McGee. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
On the set.
Going back to Love. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Not always a concern, but the extra points up and go. And that'll make the score 14 to zip.
Following the touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Lance now to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lance now on first down. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. This defense for the Titans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And the slot man goes in motion left. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, and Charles is deep. He's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here we go, set.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. It's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 49 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Okay, ready?
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Lance. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Off the play fake, Love. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans had 10-3 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, Love to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. First down, Love to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play action this time with Love. Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Looking end zone, but it's...
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field, was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second and goal, Love. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? I mean, you think of an explosive play. Most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Shotgun now for Lance. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
The Lance going to throw.
He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
To throw, it's Lance.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Get touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that cuts the lead to 24-17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Love, they go play action now.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
97.
Final play of the half, Love. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
A final shot before break. Love. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone set.
He's got a man complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Love.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the criticism is that he overthrew his man, but yeah, give him credit. He also didn't risk an interception with that type of a throw. Because of that, they still have a chance to put some points on the board.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra play by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for it. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Love.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jags force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Following the interception, Love.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Second 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action.
Love. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Shoves him away.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, they run with Hill, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Play 3 of the drive not was successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hey, man! Come back! Right, right!
And now they'll throw with Lance.
He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The center receiver in motion to the right.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. 37 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. On 3rd down, Love. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Desperation time here. Lance. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit, but, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Okay, ready?
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hall again on 2nd down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3rd and 2. Love with it. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
38.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Alex Highsmith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 3rd and long for Love. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Titans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It was fair to look back and say that 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got
a man. It's caught inside the 10.
And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
On the double.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And the hole closes closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Trey Lance.
A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Lance back to throw. St. Brown on the catch.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Here's Lance.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
The game is tied at 38 all.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now Love. Complete once again to Watson. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Koo up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
He's ready.
One final try now for Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Titans, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7.